To the Nigerian Stock Exchange, saw some profit taking yesterday as the market was down by 1.06%. Just as the Nigerian All-Share Index closed at 23,695.9 points, while the market cap was shed 132 billion naira. Having recorded a significant growth last week, the market opened on Monday on a bearish note as investors locked in their profits, and the trend continued yesterday as 15 stocks depreciated as against 14 that appreciated. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Stock Exchange earlier had committed 100 million naira to support the fight against the coronavirus pandemic in the country. The funds will be disbursed in two divisions, 60 million to the Capital Market Support Committee for COVID-19, which is CMSCC, while the balance will be devoted to the Masks for All Nigerians campaign. Tinuade Awe, who is the Executive Director for Regulation of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, joins me now. Good morning to you, Tinuade. The NSE looks has been very supportive of members of its ecosystem during this COVID-19 pandemic. What are some of the measures being put in place to sustain this level of support?
Good morning. I think the very first thing that we've done is to ensure that trading is available. So right from the time that we had to commence working remotely in the third week of March, we've had our trading systems available to our traders and have been able to ensure that they've traded all the while. That is through remote purposes online. Also, we've ensured that we've looked at all of their regulatory requirements, all of their regulatory obligations, such as the financial reports that the issuers have to make to the exchange, the financial reports that the dealing members also have to make. And we've ensured that we've given them extensions of time, bearing in mind the challenges that everyone is facing as a result of COVID-19. We've also provided guidance, both one-on-one guidance through our electronic channels. Our staff have been available to our ecosystem, particularly our primary stakeholders, the issuers and the dealing members. We've given extensions of time on other things, such as there's a self-assessment form that our dealing members have to complete prior to inspections. We've given them extensions of time on that. We, as a good corporate citizen that is a market, we also issued a guidance on virtual meetings because, as you know, there have been a lot of companies and other entities that have had to take their activities virtual. And so we've provided a guidance on virtual meetings for boards, committees, and management. Those are some of the things that we've done to support our ecosystem at this time.
All right, very futuristic. There's tech. Tech is very important. Good efforts there. Now, in line with your corporate efforts to support the fight against COVID-19, NSE has made some commendable efforts in the capital market, as well as lent its voice to the promotion of social distancing. What other initiatives can we expect from the exchange?
Okay, so we have, as you know, we have the Masks for All Nigerians campaign, which is the campaign that you alluded to at the beginning, and put down 100 million naira of our funds to support that, both through the Capital Market Support Committee for COVID, which is led by the SEC, where we're 60 million naira in that direction, 40 million naira that we are using in order to promote our own efforts within that campaign. Where we first of all bought 100,000 masks to launch the campaign, and we've sought the support of people with entities within and without our ecosystem to ensure that they also support. We're also very keen on education about COVID-19 and education about the use of masks. So we have a social media campaign that we're launching. We have various teasers that we've sent out and will continue to send out to educate people about COVID, to educate people about the use of masks, about social distancing, and just generally being a good corporate citizen that understands that the challenges that we face at this time are not challenges that only the government can be left to take on. So we've taken on that role, and we expect that we will continue to work with others that have that same sort of corporate mind to bring an end to this pandemic in Nigeria and beyond.
All right. Okay. So we've already talked, extensively about technology. We've seen an increased dependency on technology in carrying out regulatory functions. What are some of the digital innovations that the market can look forward to, during and post COVID-19?
Okay, so we've always been a very digitally strong exchange, and that's why when I started, I made reference to the fact that immediately we decided that we were going to close our offices, not close down the business, emphasis on closing down the offices. We ensured that our basic obligation as a market, that we met that obligation to our members. And there's been seamless trading, no hitches since that happened. And we've been able to get our members to continue to trade. So that's the first thing. We, as we know that we have regulatory functions, and so we have all sorts of regulatory technology, going from regulatory technology which we've named X-Issuer. X-Issuer is basically a portal, it's an online secure portal through which our issuers are able to communicate with us and through us to the market. So say a company wants to submit its financial reports for the first quarter, or its audited financials, it submits through X-Issuer, it goes to the market and is available to the public. We also have something called X-Boss. This is the one through which our broker-dealers, the dealing members, are able to fulfill the obligations that they have to the exchange. It ensures that we de-risk the system by keeping in touch with our dealing members. So whether they're submitting financial reports or therefore submitting monthly transaction reports, other things that we use to look at the work that they're doing and ensure that we continue to have a market that has integrity and a market that is strong and transparent for all. We also have other areas. We have XSmart. XSmart is a surveillance system which we use to surveil the markets, and we use to assess the trends in the market, and it helps us to inform intelligent decision making. We have others like that are not necessarily regulatory technology, but they are technology that we use, such as XBot, which is our chatbot. And so if you go on our website now, the chatbot will be there. You can engage with the chatbot and ask questions. And just the use of technology to ensure that even after closing hours, if you don't have a member of staff available, you can ask basic and even sometimes other non-basic questions. We have X Mobile, so that folks that want to trade using their mobile phones can do that. The mobile phones connected through to their broker dealers and into the exchange. So it goes without saying, as I said at the beginning, that we're a digital-minded exchange. We are very, very big on technology. And I think what the pandemic has shown is that everyone needs to get used to technology. Right. And we have been at the forefront of it. We will continue to support the ecosystem to do right by technology as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. We've been speaking with the Executive Director of Regulation at the NSE, the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Tinuade Awe. Thank you so much for giving us that update on what the NSE is doing with tech and COVID-19.